stuff you hear on ESPN and stuff like that, or the more negative views on...
Who do you think has the real home run record? Barry Bonds at 762 or Hank Aaron at 755?
Well, I think Barry Bonds, he has 762. I mean...
but he has an asterisk next to his name.
Does he? Not yet.
Well, in
Right?
the minds of many, he does.
You know, the federal government is going to make up their decision on that. Barry's had a phenomenal career. I've really enjoyed watching him play, but he's innocent to prove
I
it.
think baseball in general has been tainted by the whole steroids era.
Selena Roberts' book saying that he may have used performance-enhancing drugs as early as high school while with the Yankees. Also, pitch tipping when he was with the Rangers, letting the friendly opponent at the plate know which pitch was coming in lopsided games. We've heard a lot about A-Rod over the last couple of years.
What are your first thoughts when you hear A-Rod?
He's the one that did steroids, isn't he?
Obviously shows zero respect for the game of baseball, and I think it's yet another indication of how mentally weak and how flawed the character of Alex Rodriguez is. That this is why I keep saying he's basically a loser you can't trust in the clutch.
Right. Come on, A-Rod, you did it for 3 years. You can't tell me the name of the steroid that you took. You can't take him seriously.
Is he forever tarnished?
Well, he does have a chance to reclaim his career because he's still playing. Remember, Bonds and Clemens, they retired when they had their issues. Obviously, A-Rod still's got a career ahead of him, so he has a chance to bounce back. But as far as the Hall of Fame and the record is concerned, seriously tarnished.
Always be an asterisk.
Absolutely.
What do you think of when you hear the name Ron Artest?
Dude, Pacers, went into the stands, beat the dude up.
Artest is in the stands! Oh, this is awful. Fans are getting involved. Steven Jackson's in the fans.
And one of the ugliest incidents of player-fan violence that we've ever seen in this country.
The Palace was anything but. What you are about to see will be talked about for years.
What's your mind when you hear the name Ron Artest?
I don't know. I just remember a big fight.
Michael Vick was one of the most electrifying players in American football. As quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, he was the highest paid player in the league, and he pulled in tens of millions of dollars in endorsements. But it all came to an abrupt end 2 years ago when police raided a farm Vick owned in Virginia and uncovered an illegal dogfighting operation.
No, I just know he fought dogs. But I think isn't he sort of good?
Not being out on the football field, being in a prison bed, in a prison bunk, writing letters home, you know, that wasn't my life. That wasn't the way that things were supposed to be. And all because of the so-called culture that I thought was right. And I thought it was cool, and I thought it was, you know, it was fun and it was exciting at the time. It all led to me laying in a prison bunk by myself, with nobody to talk to but myself.
Who do you blame for all of this?
I blame me.
Like Mike Vick last night on Monday Night Football, they kept bringing up this incident that he had, so that would be with him.
It wasn't long before Jones showered dancers with that money. First from offstage, later on stage. At one point, Jones was joined on stage by rap star Nelly, to whom Jones gave $10,000 in ones in exchange for larger bills, according to Jones' statement to police. Jones then showered the dancers with money, a strip club ritual known as making it rain.
From what I've heard in the media, I mean, they make him out to be a bad guy, so that's really all I know about him.
So you can tell us any of his football accomplishments?
Not much. I mean, basically, it's just what you hear, the negative images from ESPN and sports coverage.
According to court documents, Jones became enraged when a dancer continued to collect the money he'd thrown on the stage. Then, Jones grabbed the dancer by the hair and hit her in the face with his fist 2 to 3 times.
Tonight, a few words about civility. You know it's been a strange week in sports when the most talked about stories originated far from the fields of play, and when the names Pac-Man Jones, Mike Nifong, and Don Imus are all part of the same conversation. But in a strange way, they're all tied to what we can only hope is a growing sensitivity to the basics of right and wrong. One man ruined the lives of 3 young men from Duke, another insulted 10 young women from Rutgers, and the third fouled the image of an entire league. And for that, the district attorney, the shock jock, and the football star all suffered consequences last week.